Hey there, Karen here, with my little buddy Whiskey Sour, my mascot, my partner in crime, the little angel that I love, Jack Black, Anchorman. Hope you guys are doing great out there. It's officially 1 week until Christmas, which means I stay away from the Beverly Center, Glendale Shopping Mall, all that stuff. Stay off the roads. And plus it's raining today, and people in California, when it rains, it might as well be 4 feet of snow the way they drive. They get so terrified. So you got a combination of people who don't drive all week, that are just driving on the weekends, plus the Christmas drivers, plus people who are afraid of rain. That means I stay at home. They might as well be drunk. I wrote a blog today called "How Does the Word Blank Make You Feel?" And I read a quote from famous French painter Paul Cézanne, where he said, "It's so fine and yet so terrible to stand in front of a blank canvas." Blank can be painful. Having everything stripped away is not something that we're used to. After all, the world is anything but blank. Everywhere we look is clutter and chatter, and lines have blurred together. Blank is the reminder that something was taken from us, or someone was taken from us. It is the synonym of the words empty and void, and that just makes us want to give up. Blank can be scary. It seems like an unknown which we're not used to. After all, the world continuously threatens us with terrifying nightmares. Everywhere we look are monsters and demons, and someone is coming to get us. Blank is the reminder that someone can see us out in the open and has an easy shot to take us down. It is the synonym of the word vacant, and it feels like a scene for a horror movie. But blank can be exciting. Starting over can seem like a new beginning. After all, the sun rises and sets, the rain comes to purify, like today, and we get rest time in between it all. Each moment in our life is an opportunity to begin again. Everywhere we look are seeds turning into flowers, caterpillars turning into butterflies, and a new life is being born every second in many species. Blank is the reminder that we are each given a moment as a gift and the chance to try again. It is the synonym of the word clear and clean, and that feels fresh. The idea here is to change my perspective on something that I see, or in this case, something I don't see, by simply taking the word blank and breaking it down into painful, scary, and exciting like that. Just 3 paragraphs. I am able to embrace the opportunity in the word while not dismissing its origin or its meaning. I also acknowledge the things that could threaten my new beginning. And essentially, I'm keeping myself aware. This is why I break everything down. It's not just my love for philosophy or words, but it's like panning for gold and searching for solutions. The phrase, "when life hands you lemons, make lemonade," that comes from the same thought process, even though it's become so popular. We now dismiss it as a solution even. It's either too intimidating to start fresh, or we just feel too guilty for doing so. For many years, I would beat myself up at the notion of starting over again. And you may feel guilty for going out and having some fun if you left some unhealthy situation, or if you were left alone. And sometimes we are made to feel as though we should wallow in our own unhappiness just a little bit longer, because society believes that healing takes a certain amount of time. There's a mourning cycle, there's a time to go through your healing process. If you're, going to Alcoholics Anonymous, whatever it is, society has given us a certain amount of time that feels about right, that we're supposed to heal. But the truth is, we all heal in our own time. I was thinking about the story my mother told me when she sat in her pastor's office, and he was watching her twist her wedding band and her engagement ring around her finger, just almost nervously playing with it. And she said, after many years of mourning my father's death, she didn't know when she was supposed to take them off, when she should remove them. He asked her if she even wanted to, and he told her there was no law saying that she had to, and that she could just keep those things on forever if she just wanted to just wear them, And so she just looked at them, and he said, "Oh, unless of course you're thinking you'd like to take them off." And she actually did want to take them off. That was the thing. Enough years had gone by, and And she said she kind of felt guilty about it. She had 4 children she was raising, you know, but widowed, you know. I told you guys before, she widowed with 4 children. She felt kind of guilty about taking them off. And she said it had been decades since she saw nothing on her finger. And he told her that she was allowed to put on any ring she wanted, or don't put a ring on, or keep the rings on. She decided to take them off that day, and she did it. She said in his office she took them off that day. I felt a little bit of bravery with having a friend there to help her. And then she went home and she put another ring on, a different ring. I think she felt like everyone would be watching her if she removed my father's rings. And she wondered if people would think she was single or out on the prowl or whatever. And she realized that there were 3 options in that scenario, not just 2. Just looked at the whole thing. She could keep the rings on, she could take the rings off, or she could put another one in its place. And you sometimes don't think about what that 3rd option is. Taking them off to her seemed really scary. Replacing them felt really painful, and pretty much nothing felt exciting. Keeping them on at least felt familiar to her. And when she replaced them with another one, I believe she saw that as at least transitional. It was a ring that meant something to her. It wasn't from a suitor. It was just a ring that meant something to her. And sometimes we can either fill up our blank canvas because it feels like the safe choice, or, you know, we can view it as painful, we can view it as scary, and we can view it as exciting. But what if we just simply embraced the opportunity to choose? Just the opportunity, just looked at, back to what I'd said to you guys again, one of the greatest gifts I think we've been given is choice. What if we just embraced that opportunity to choose and went with something that felt like the right choice? And the lesson I got from my mom's experience in that office was that she was able to make a choice that was bothering her, came up with some kind of solution with the support from a friend, but it came from her soul. She wasn't going to try to take that off and quickly get another suitor's ring on there. You know, that's not what she was looking for. The ring that she ended up picking out to put on was simply a special ring that she had, and she felt really connected to it. And I think many of us try to fill up our void and our blank canvas with something that's equally as detrimental to our spirit as what was initially cluttering it up. And I think it's probably better to choose something to put on our canvas that really and truly is a part of us, and it comes from here. Something we're passionate about, something will make us feel really truly content. And otherwise, going to the store and just racking up the credit card puts us in debt. Going out and having a one-night stand just leaves us feeling really cold. And going to drugs or alcohol makes us feel ashamed. So none of those things come from in here, come from the person we are, from what we're passionate about. And that's why I fill up my blank canvas with music. Music actually has the capability of knocking things out of its way. And it's powerful enough to clean off my canvas for me. It's actually, you know, it's like a sand blower, a sandstorm coming in. And we all have something we are passionate about. We all have something that we feel really connected to. And I would hope that when you guys are out there choosing something for your blank canvas, that it's something that is a part of you, that really feels like something you're connected to, whether that's music, whether that's art, whether that's some other passion you have. Because I think quite often going to the material items, I'm not going to help the economy by saying that at Christmas time, going to the material items, going to just have a one-night stand, or going to alcohol or the bar or drugs or all those other things, those are really exterior things that we go looking for. If we can somehow figure out, well, who am I? What is it that makes me happy? What drives me? What makes me feel content without feeling shame, without feeling guilt, without feeling really scary, and what could be exciting? And I just want to kind of put that out there to you guys. When you hear the word blank, or blank canvas, in this particular case, is that scary, painful, exciting? What is that for you? Or does it make you feel nothing at all? And that's That's another thing to look at. We could probably look at, you know, when a blank canvas makes us feel like nothing. But I really, when I break down a word like this, it gives me a new perspective. And it's, you know, part of why I just love philosophy and the English language. And it's for me, it's panning for gold. It's searching for solutions. I signed off today with a quote that says, "An empty canvas is a living wonder, far lovelier than certain pictures." Than certain pictures. I bet you we all, if we looked at our lives, we all could think about situations, photos, pictures, whatever that's in our lives, and that are absolutely set in stone, that aren't much of a living wonder. The person who said that's name was Wasily Kandinsky, which is a Russian painter, Russian artist. But I like the name Wasily. Why would you like that, Karen? I don't know. So I thought I'd share that with you guys today. And hopefully I will continue my day looking at what's going to go on my blank canvas, and you guys can maybe take it as an opportunity to see how you view, not even what's going to go on your blank canvas, but how do you view a blank canvas? Is that painful? Is that scary? Is that exciting? So I will talk to you guys again tomorrow, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. From Whiskey Sour and me, rock on.